This video might get me killed by making it, and I mean, there's a lot of good videos I've made over the years that no one has ever seen. But for some reason, over on Facebook, my channel is unlocked for after all these years on lockdown, and my other Mike in the Night page on Facebook has been unlocked. I'm not sure what's going on or what is happening with content creators, and I truly want to get this message out for you guys because I feel it's very important. And a lot of people are very angry and very upset at their governments over the last couple of years. We've been here on the channel, we've been very angry and upset at governments since pretty much 2010. And we've been following the money laundering, following what's happening, and the economic takeover of English-speaking countries around the world. And the same patterns are happening, and that's why we call it connecting the dots across the Commonwealth. The same problems are happening in Australia as they are in New Zealand, in the UK, and Canada, and the blue states of America. We're seeing the same patterns happening. It's an economic takeover and destruction of the middle class. But there is a way to get back at governments, and I kind of want to show you guys a way. And again, this may be a problem for me, but it's okay. Show you guys here 4,800 videos, and unfortunately there's about 1,800 missing from there, and we've been warning you guys for years. And what do we have? When you type in bail-ins on our channel here, you'll see negative rates and bail-ins down under. That's in Australia. We made this video 4 years ago. Canadian bank bail-ins, more runoffs ahead as people lose confidence in governments, 4 years ago. Bank runoffs, bail-ins, banks defaulting, banks liquidating, bankers deposit at risk. Mike in the Night, bank bail-ins, banks on the verge of crashing, they keep moving the goalposts, 2 years ago. New Zealand bank crashing fast, bad lending practices, bail-ins imminent, ANZ bank in hot water, 4 years ago. I mean, we could keep going here, and you could see what we've been talking about, how they want to create a bail-in system. So let's go over here. Bail-ins. Now, bail-in is a resolution tool that the CDIC can use to convert some of the failing domestically systematically important banks' debt into common shares. So basically what they'll do is to recapitalize the bank and allow it to remain open. So when banks start to fail, they start to use your money in the bank accounts to keep them afloat, even though they've been committing crimes and moving the goalpost and deregulating the banking system. This is the reason why we're in this problem today. This is why they had to pull the trigger on the pandemic, because people were waking up back in 2019 and the world was at protest. There was no confidence in governments anymore. Now, so this is a good one here. Everything you need to know about the Cyprus Bank disaster. Well, we covered this on the channel back in 2013. Taxing insured bank deposits is the worst way to pay for the bailout. So it goes into a little, watch this. Imagine you woke up one day to discover your bank account has been raided by another country's government. Just like that, 1 in every $16 of your supposedly safe money is gone. If you're wealthy enough to have more savings, it could be 1 in $10. It's a nightmare. The opening chapter of a Kafka story on Bond villain plot to start bank run and bring down the government. Now, this is what I'm telling you here, to create a runoff on the monetary system, right? Now, I'm going to keep explaining as I go along here. Even small donations. So now, a lot of people think that people that donated to the Freedom Convoy or the Trucker Convoy and got their bank accounts frozen, they got their bank accounts frozen because of the donations they made to the Freedom Convoy. No, it wasn't. People's bank accounts did not get frozen because they donated to the Freedom Convoy. People's bank accounts got frozen because 2 days after, but they didn't expect the bank accounts to be frozen, because 2 days after they were organizing a runoff on the monetary system. 2 days after the banks got frozen, they were already organizing weeks in advance to remove their money from the bank accounts. And governments, don't know why or how, got wind of this and froze all the bank accounts of anyone that donated. This way, it wouldn't be so much of a damage because people that were organized were ready to pull their money out. Why do you think they had to pull the trigger in 2019? Because people in France, the Gilets jaunes, the yellow vest movement that was going for 70, 80 weeks by then, was ready, and they were organizing runoffs on the monetary system. So they had to figure something out. So they couldn't keep it going because they were already organizing. They didn't freeze people's bank accounts because they donated to the trucker convoy. They froze the bank accounts because they were worried about a runoff that was going to happen 2 days into the future. And governments jumped on that real quick and shut everything down because 2 days after, people were going to remove their money. So even small donations to a freedom convoy after February 15, enough to have donors' banks' accounts frozen, Finance Committee told. Now, what happened? Well, during the trucker convoy, my main channel was banned. I was banned from YouTube, and my channel was frozen, and I couldn't upload or do anything with... I couldn't upload videos for you guys. But we did have boots on the ground from Mike in the Night. So here it is right here. We were actually covering all of the convoy as it left Winnipeg all the way to Ottawa. And a lot of bigger channels, you see how it says Mike in the Night there? We're actually taking all our bigger channels or bigger influencers. We're stealing all our and removing this and cropping it out and actually resizing the video to take this out. But this was all people on the ground for Mike in the Night. And now here is a video I made 2 days before because I knew how things were going and how things were starting to go sideways real quick when it came to the financial side of things. Now 2 days before I made this video, then 2 days later the bank accounts got frozen. So this is on the backup channel, so no one saw this video. But good news, Jordan Peterson took the whole video, didn't credit me, and became a hero 2 days after. But it was already too late to make the video because there's no... Let me get to what I'm talking about here. So this video got... So I have 1,400 subscribers on a backup channel because I was not allowed to go on my main channel. Well, it's here, guys. It's arrived. People are starting or have lost total confidence in their governments. This will cause a runoff on the monetary system. And that is major for a country, and this is something that countries do not look forward to, because the day of reckoning always shows up with pitchforks and torches. So here on the channel, I mean, we've been talking about, banks running out of liquidity. So we were talking about bank runs for a long time, and how if you want to get even with your government, you need to organize a bank run. Now, this is why they're pushing the digital currency, the digital token, the digital prison, the digital that we've been warning you guys about. Because what they want to do is that once they go digital, they could actually do bail-ins every other day. Okay? They could do bail-ins every other day to you guys and just say, well, we're going to be taking our daily withdrawal from you. And by removing your bank and not supporting the monetary fund or the monetary reserves, this in turn makes it harder for governments to try and function, right? So here is some footage that we had for Mike in the Night that we have here for you guys. This one wasn't taken from us because it was a hard one to steal, but
from Ottawa, this is Mike in the Night.
So there it is right there. We got a lot of our stuff taken down. A lot of our footage. Did no one even 300 people saw this, and no one saw the footage. But the footage was taken from us on the ground, and it was given. It was, remember the one with the sticks? We broke that on Mike in the Night, on our live stream that night. We already had the footage, and other bigger channels took everything we worked hard to do. And there it is right there. All the footage that we had to be placed on the backup channel because our main channel was frozen. And after the trucker convoy ended, YouTube unlocked my channel. And so now, how do people get even, or how did they get back, or is a way to fight back against governments? Well, they've been trying a digital prison, the digital system, the digital currency, so they could take total enslavement of you, right? And that's something we've been very vocal for the last 10 years on this channel. But, if cash is still a thing, removing your cash, right, is a way to get back at governments. And governments don't want to hear this. That's why I'm risking myself telling you guys this. I really hope this message could get out, because once you remove your money, the fractional lending and the money printing, they're going to have to balance somehow. They're going to have to find a way to balance, because one way or another, they're going to have to balance books in the future, or something's going to have to give somewhere, somehow, some way. So I really wanted to get this message out. I really hope you guys could share this video. I've been working hard for so many years. I've been blanketed, blacked out. But fortunately, what's been happening on Facebook, people have been sharing my stuff on Facebook, and I am extremely grateful for Facebook unlocking my 2 channels, Mike Martin's and Mike in the Night. You can find both Facebook pages. It's unlocked. I don't know why. A week and a half ago, all my content is being unlocked on Facebook. I don't know why. Guys, you could join us tonight on Mike in the Night. We'll be on Rumble. And if you haven't seen episode 517 of Mike in the Night yet, you're more than welcome to join us on Mike in the Night tonight, 517. You could join us there if you'd like to be part of the channel. Call in 7 p.m. Pacific time. 517 was last Saturday's, so if you want to watch it, go ahead and take a gander at last week's show. We're going to have call-ins tonight, and if you guys want to call into Mike in the Night, it's going to be 518 tonight, doing it since 20. And if we get kicked off a Rumble again, we'll be on Odyssey, and we'll go back to Odyssey if we get kicked off a Rumble again. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. They're going to come in with the bail-ins, and I'm warning you people, they're going to be doing bail-ins across the Commonwealth. They're going to be doing this, and they're going to go full blast with this. It's going to be tough, because if they go with a full digital currency, they can start going to negative rates, and they could start punishing people that save by bail-ins, and they could start rewarding people for borrowing their money. They'll have negative rates, and that this is how they'll keep some sort of a balance. They could start like a soundboard. They could adjust mortgage, housing. We could go negative. But people saving, we could take their money. We could take this. We could take that. We could remove this. If bond and securities, we could adjust that to a positive. So they have a way to manipulate the system when there's no cash and go fully digital. And this is something we've been very vocal about. Anyways, guys, please share this video, especially if you're on Facebook. Thank you, Facebook, for allowing me to be seen again and heard. Mike Martin's here. I'll see you tonight on Mike in the Night. I have spoken.